So Moses, I'm really excited that this two classroom here is going to be designated as the special needs education block. That surely must be a new vision going forward for Children's Garden Home, isn't it?
You know, these children, academically, you cannot count them, but they have hands, they have eyes, they have brains. So once we train them, they'll be able to come up with something. They can do something using their hands, using their mouths, their eyes, and also their brains. So we can train them to do a particular thing, and which I believe we shall prepare them to go when they become adults. When they join the world, they can be able to get employment.
Yeah. So that's really the inspiration behind TARTFULLY YOURS. Personally, I was really inspired by what I have experienced and seen in Singapore. The Pathlight School, started by a lady called Eunice Phua, and the Professor Braun Cafe, which is a social business started by Mr. Roland Tay. They created a whole new idea for me that while special needs kids may not be able to measure up to the academic national exam standard and all, but every one of them would have some unique ability that waiting for us to discover and nurture into something, a skill set that they can contribute positively to the society. So 2 years ago when we started an entrepreneurship program with Snyder and Victor, I was happy that Snyder and Victor had the interest in creating employment opportunity for the special needs children here in Children's Garden Home. So TARTFULLY YOURS was a social business conceived to achieve their aims. Together with Moses, we have dedicated the right classroom here, which is the classroom next to the special needs education classroom, to be the TARTFULLY YOURS social business premise. It is a kitchen facility that allows beautiful and tasty pineapple tarts to be produced with the help of the autistic and special needs youth who are undergoing education here. The recipe, I must mention that I'm very thankful to Angelina Chan from Singapore, who is a gourmet pastry architect. She has contributed to that special recipe. It is really TARTFULLY YOURS is a co-creation between Singapore and the Kenyan spirit.
I've tasted it.
You have tasted it?
It's delicious. It's very nice.
So we want to talk about the business model behind the TARTFULLY YOURS, so we could allow the viewer to understand what we are trying to do, and perhaps some areas of help or support that you can be a part of this TARTFULLY YOURS social business and the special needs educations and employment opportunity movement in the whole of Kenya starting today.
One thing I know we have autism schools, but I've never seen. These are unique. These are a unique one because other schools with the special needs education, they also concentrate with the academic. But when it comes to this practical, like what we are trying to do here in Children's Garden, I don't see much in other schools. But I think this one will be very unique, and I believe that we are going to touch these children positively. We are going to do something positive. Especially, we have two of them who are turning to be young adults. That's Doreen and Samuel. Doreen is 22 now, and Samuel is 19. With this initiative, it is really going to help these youths.
So
yeah,
I would like to add on to the uniqueness that Moses has mentioned.
Yeah.
So TARTFULLY Yours is constituted as a social business. Now, on the whole of the special needs educations in Children's Garden Home, the two classroom you could call them a combined unit of classroom educations, and then go on to the next classroom as a vocational training. And the vocational training is in a form of social business called TARTFULLY Yours. Now, TARTFULLY Yours is literally a Pineapple Tarts simple production facility headed by Snyder and Victor. The idea is not to produce 1,000 tarts every day or 1 million tarts a year or something like that. Our focus is on just making sure that we can get enough orders to produce 20 to 30 Pineapple Tarts every month. Okay, that is our production target. And that will allow Snyder's to streamline the syllabus of both academic education combined with skill vocational training in these two classrooms on a daily basis, right? So if every month we have a constant order of about 20 to 30 tarts, we will be able to churn out that. Then at the same time, it will allow the autistic and the special needs youth sufficient and repetitive training. For example, cutting the pineapple, to baking the pineapple, to cooking the ingredient and all that, okay? And we don't, while they may not be able to measure up to all the normal kids in so many areas of ability, they might be really, really good at doing just a portion of this production process. And that is really the idea of it, yeah. So we appeal to supporters in Kenya, company bosses and all, who are caring for your employee, to say, for example, every month just spend one afternoon celebrating the birthday. If you could place a constant regular order of just 1 or 2 or 3 pineapple tart every month, okay, and we will deliver to you on that particular day of your celebration. It will greatly help and give an opportunity for this autistic youth to have that opportunity to do repetitive training, but not at the expense of donors' money, but with your support in purchasing the tart at a fair price, and it will give this youth a chance to earn a dignified income. And the other thing, Moses, is that we are not trying to expand this facility into making a tart factory. It is really an experimental social business organic unit, and if this can be proven to be successful over the next 2 to 3 years, we would like to encourage more organization out there in Kenya, whether it's autistic school, special needs educational colleges, or children's home, or regular schools, to just copy this organic formula and replicate it. It may not be pineapple tarts as a product, but it could be something else, and collectively as a society we can create opportunity for the special needs generations. They have absolutely no need to become irrelevant generations in the society.
Yeah, and we believe that it's going to work, and it's a very good idea, and I believe the children with the special needs, they are going to benefit from what you have started, and I believe it's a noble task that you have started, and I believe we are going to see good results.
The next phase of development, Moses, will be renovating the second classroom to turn it into a top pineapple tart production facility with hygiene standard, with proper design, and we'll be renovating this block and get it ready for extension to a second level, isn't it?
Second level,
Yeah.
It's everything starts with a step, one step, and then we continue. As I shall say, Children's Garden, it was a small seed. Now it's turning to become a mighty oak. And the same thing, we are sitting here today let's count years to come. If God keeps us alive, we are going to see something good coming out of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with your support.
Through your support.
We are looking forward to a potential client who are not just client who buys our pineapple tarts, but we hope that you would become our supporter, our partner, and our champion in this movement to create a new day and a new opportunity for the special needs children in Kenya.
The world has turned into a village. So in Singapore, UK, USA, you can just also surprise a child in children's garden or any other children's home with a tart, and we are going to appreciate. Thank you very much.
Asante sana.
Yeah.
And namaste.
Thank you.